My basic knowledge of history of dealing with the civil rights was absolutely nothing.
But I did not know a lot about the other people behind the scenes that weren't in the textbook and weren't in the movies.
It was really just whatever the school gave me, which wasn't that much.
I'm Gabriela Karina Gonzalez, a sophomore, a first-year MLK scholar with a Culture and Communications major and a Latino Studies minor, and I'm from Phoenix, Arizona.
Hi, I'm Helena Murphy. I am a freshman integrated marketing communications major, and I'm from Erie, Pennsylvania.
My name is Malcolm Temple. I'm a sophomore first-year MLK scholar from Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm a Culture and Communication major.
My name is Kiana Bennett. I'm a freshman biology major from Albany, New York.
My name is Zachary Jones, and I am a freshman chemistry major here at Ithaca College. I'm from Buffalo, New York.
I'm really looking forward to Martin Luther King Center.
Honestly, Gladys Knight's Chicken and Waffles.
I've never really been to any historical places that have that sort of significance, so I don't really know what it's going to be like, but I'm really excited to see it. I'm really excited to feel the history and be on that site.
I think I'm gonna learn more people's names, and I hope to remember these people's names. That's my goal.
I think it'll help me learn that it's a reality, most of all. Because a lot of times we don't think about it. We know it's part of our history. We know it happened, but we don't see that it's still there, you know.
Are you ready? We're ready. We're ready.
Anybody that had been paying attention on the radio or going to these meetings knew what they meant. And students proceeded to climb fences, some walked out the front door, some squeezed through the gate. We had a gate that actually locked us in Parker High School at that time. And so we all marched toward this vicinity and ended up kind of here near the area of Kelly Ingram Park. One of the first things we observed was that we remembered everything they told us to expect, but two of the things they had not told us, one was of the water hoses. No one had said anything about the hoses, and they had not mentioned anything about little white tanks.
Miss Joanne Bland. She was like the funniest woman, but the most honest, the realest, because often when I hear about civil rights, it's kind of like I can't really fathom it because it seems so like the human emotion is taken out of it. Like you understand that people are tired, but because they seem so angelic to you because of the fact that they were practicing nonviolence in the way they went about things. But she was so real and let us know, you know, I still deal with this stuff today. I still deal with struggles with just different races and the feelings that I had as a kid because of the oppression that I faced.
Well, Joanne, she put her hand on my shoulder while she was speaking, and she looked me in the eye. She said, "I expect great things from you. Go out and do it." The most memorable part for me was crossing Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma, Alabama.
Walking over that bridge and having learned about the march that the civil rights leaders took, walking from Selma to Montgomery, this really resonated with me and just made it so much more real.
The Civil Rights Memorial was the place where I really felt connected to the past. we learn about Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, but we don't learn about the everyday people that fought in this movement and gave it their all.
They were taken to jail, but they were released. But the sheriff was actually a member of the KKK. Now, there were over 17 people involved in this murder. As they left the jail, they were brutally shot.
Loudous County, we made a stop, and I guess that's where it actually really hit me. And we stopped in front of this display of a policeman and what his outfit was at that time. And he's like, wow, that's so scary, like imagine you. And we saw there's a picture montage behind it and how people were just standing there looking at them. And then it was kind of like a flashback to back home for me. I was like going through the protests or doing this and that, just walking around in the neighborhood and whatnot. That's how they look back home.
To understand what the people in our past have gone through.
There were other people who fought for me so that I could have this.
Just learning how, the leaders in the civil rights movement and the participants weren't, really adults in their 30s and 40s who really made this change. It was, students who are my age and younger who really made a change. And that just taught me that, right now at Ithaca College is the time that I can be making an impact in the world. I think this experience has really taught me that you can't really know what direction you're going in unless you know where you've come from.
Because, everyone says, oh, history repeats, but, I would always say that, and I would never learn my history. It's knowing what actually happened makes it a lot more real and makes it a lot easier to prevent from happening in the future.
Personally, for me, I just want people to understand better where I come from, to understand that we're not that far away from where we've been at.